the Salvation Army itself is a church.
Okay.
It's not just a donation and resale store.
I didn't know that.
Like,
It's its own denomination. So they're Salvation Army churches?
yes,
Where?
usually inside the store.
Oh. And they hold weekly services as a
Yes.
church.
Yes. Yeah.
I had no
The store
clue.
is operated by the church.
I did not know that Salvation Army was a church and its own denomination. All right, so now we're going to Methodists.
Okay, let's now talk about the Methodists. Whereas the Baptists existed before the First Great Awakening, the Methodists did not. And in fact, it was because of the First Great Awakening that the Methodists were formed. The three big names associated with the founding of Methodism are John Wesley, his brother Charles Wesley, and their friend George Whitefield, all former Anglicans. Like many denominational founders, they didn't initially set out to make a new denomination. It just sort of happened.
Oh, Wesley.
Any Wesleyan church.
Wesley is Methodist. They're brothers, John and Charles.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were in dance and we would perform at Wesleyan churches.
Yes.
Those were ones that I felt like my parents were a little bit more guarded.
So we'll start this section
Yeah.
over again so that you can get to it.
Okay,
But
yeah.
that makes sense knowing that your parents were strongly Pentecostal at that time. By being, and I say that by being,
We did.
yep.
We did.
It's
Yeah.
all about
It's
the
just-
method,
It's just, oh.
hence the Methodists.
Oh. I like that.
But no, it makes sense to me. Now, Wesleyan churches and Methodist churches were the churches that Joy and I were allowed to roam free. My mom would leave us. She wouldn't even stay. She'd be like, I'm dropping you off. Peace. Y'all have fun.
No, they didn't. I don't remember. They didn't like come with us to all the performances. They weren't like, well, I'm going to sit here and make sure I know what you're hearing.
There were a couple of churches where my mom did that.
But I
Where
just
she
feel
was
like, I feel like the
"Nah, I'm
Wesleyan
gonna-"
churches were a little bit more like,
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom picked a bone with the Assemblies of God churches, and your parents picked a bone with the Methodist
Yeah.
churches. And like I feel that as a parent, I feel that.
Assemblies of God.
Assemblies of God.
Aha.
That Assemblies of God is Pentecostal by nature, and they
Mhm.
were very much into that.
Oh, yes.
And nothing Pentecostal will jive with Methodist.
Do they speak in tongues?
No.
Okay.
Okay, also separating from the original Methodist denomination in the US was the Wesleyan Church in 1843 and the Free Methodist Church in 1860. They are both aligned with the Holiness movement, which grew out of the Second and Third Great Awakenings, which I'll talk more about in future episodes. For now, I'll simply point out that these two Methodist denominations are, generally speaking, more conservative than the much larger United Methodist Church. The well-known Salvation Army denomination has its roots in British Methodism as well, but is aligned more with the Holiness movement. So again, I'll talk more about them in a future episode.
Unfortunately.
Ah! I have my answer.
There's your Holiness Church.
That's why my parents were always like, to Wesleyan churches.
Oh.
Because they were part of the Holiness Church. So my parents, when they put me in church as a kid, as a baby, at some point in that time frame, they went to a Holiness Church and followed all the rules, got rid of all their movies, wore the long skirts, didn't do all the stuff. And I just remember them saying that that was not for them.
I could see why.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but now it's making sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, they're their own denomination?
Yes, they are their own church. So the Salvation Army itself is a church.
Okay.
It's not just a donation and resale store.
I didn't know that.
Like,
It's its own denomination. So they're Salvation Army churches?
yes,
Where?
usually inside the store.
Oh. And they hold weekly services as a
Yes.
church.
Yes. Yeah.
I had
The
no
store
clue.
is operated by the church.
I did not know that Salvation Army was a church and its own denomination.
Yeah.
Okay. Learned anything.
I mean, I guess it's not something we really focus on.
No,
in
Salvation
the
Army.
South.
Salvation Army is the donation place.
It is.
And they're the ones that do the Operation Christmas Child, right?
But
is that Salvation Army?
I don't know who does Operation Christmas Child. But the church operates the store.
I mean, that part makes
But
sense.
it's
I just
its
didn't.
own
I just had no idea.
It's the store of the church.
I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, I go to church at Salvation Army."
No, they would say they are a member of the Salvation Army.
I've never heard that either.
I have
learning a thing.
I've met someone because they don't go to church. They are
A member
a
of
member
this.
of the Salvation Army.
I mean, it makes sense if you actually think
Like,
about their
if you
name.
process it, yeah.
I never did think about why Salvation Army was
Named
called that. If they see,
Yeah.
you just got to sit and think about things. Okay.
Sometimes sitting and thinking about things is hard.
Yes.
And we don't want to do it.
Nope.
But it is necessary.